What's up? What's up? Madison's taking a picture with Ryan real quick. In the meantime, how are you guys? We're finally live. Week 2, Sunday. Preview predictions, live fantasy questions at the end. If you guys want to ask any questions, you hit the exclamation Q button. Ask any question you want. We'll answer it live for you guys. But anyway, we're going to get into some Week 1 recap, pick 'em, the standings and rankings. We're going to get into Week 2 picks against the spread, lock of the week, survivor. Then we'll get into some fantasy talk, and at the end, if there's any live viewer questions, which we have one so far, we'll get to those at the end. But last week, any games that surprised you guys? Anything you want to talk about, fantasy-wise?
I
Game
was surprised that the Bengals kept it close
with what
against the Chargers.
the first game of the season.
I think
Week 1.
Joe Burrow didn't look great, but he kept him in the game. It was a
You
good
think
job.
eventually he could be the face of the franchise over there?
I think so. He's going to be a good quarterback. Give him a couple years. Maybe even. It's always hard going straight into the league and starting.
Yeah.
But I don't think he looked awful. Even this past Thursday night game, he threw the ball a lot. Kept him close.
61 times. You
So-
guys are saying the most since how long ago?
67, he said,
Giuseppe,
somewhere.
What's that?
how long ago was that?
Since 1972, it was the most by a rookie quarterback.
Really?
Yeah.
Any other games? Any games that surprised you last week? With
The Washington football team.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
to call them the Redskins still, unless they change their name to the Sentinels.
the Washington Sentinels?
Sentinels. Yeah, that surprised me that they thrashed the Eagles the way they did. I don't think the Eagles really played as bad as that score came out to be.
I do.
Wentz
I don't
looked
know.
terrible.
Wentz looked horrible.
I just think that he was rattled by Washington's defense. Really,
Their
looked
front
good.
their front line is awesome. They got
Yeah.
that kid Chase Young, man. He was.
Yeah.
He
I
was
don't
a
think he
beast last
expected
week.
going into that game, and
Well, they haven't been anything in the past recent years, so you don't go into that game. Of course, you're going to take them lightly, like the Eagles apparently did.
right.
And
How about my man Minshew, baby?
coming back,
Beat
huh?
Yeah,
the Colts. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Well, good old Phillips said he had to stop throwing interceptions late in the game, and what does he do? There was a huge interception late in the game.
Garner went 19 for 20, 173 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Holy shit!
1 incomplete pass.
And how many fantasy points is that?
Not a lot. I think it's 3.
So that's just a good
4, 12,
performance on paper.
12 plus. It's probably like 16 points, 17 points around there.
You could,
Not bad.
hey, you'll take that. I'll take that all day long.
Cardinals 49ers.
That game surprised you last week? Oh yeah.
I don't think it surprised me that the Cardinals played that well. I know they're a good team. They're pretty much my pick in the NFC to be like that, that
Underdog
Cinderella
type, yeah.
team that's going to show up.
Like the
and
Niners
be
last
there.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Out of
I
nowhere.
mean, they got a lot of nice weapons. And now with DeAndre Hopkins, I don't think Drake is going to be their carry guy.
I like Chase Edmonds actually
Chase
a lot
Edmonds
more.
are saying pick him up everywhere. I think it's a good idea. I don't have any room for anybody. I like my guys that I have right now. That are
Yeah, I didn't pick anybody up
But-
off waivers this week.
yeah, but I just think that overall they have weapons, and I just think that they're good. They're good,
Yeah.
and they showed it because the Niners do have a pretty good defense overall.
Keep it where you had it. Down low.
The Niners do have a good defense overall. It's not like they played all that bad.
Just
but
pull
I
it
just
out
think-
and put it in front. There you go.
All
Okay.
right. Better?
Yeah, that's better.
But yeah, like I said, I think that they really showed up strong. And
I
they,
think everyone thinks
Yeah.
the Niners are better than they really are.
listen, it's a home game. You can't lose to a Cinderella team in a home game.
Do we think they're a Cinderella team already?
The
The Cardinals.
Cardinals? Yeah, because
Really?
they showed a lot last year. They showed a lot the year before.
I don't think do we think Kyler Murray's a MVP type player like that could carry a team, or does he have to rely on his defense and his playmakers like Hopkins?
I think
and-
they're a team. They're a overall team. I mean, they don't have the superstar quarterback Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, but Kyler Murray has those qualities.
Yeah.
I really think he does. He's got the legs. The only thing he doesn't have yet is that vision of when to get rid of the ball. He's been sacked, the most out of any quarterback last season.
You know me, I'm not one to talk about size or anything either, but he looks small behind that
Right.
line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I think as a quarterback, height does come into play, whereas as a running back, it doesn't. Wide receiver, slot
Right.
receiver, it doesn't really matter. But at quarterback, being able to see over that line,
It's big.
it's big. Like,
You
Well, it's
got
not
guys
only-
6'8" in front of you.
yeah,
You
like
know.
Yeah,
how
well,
do you
it's not
see
only-
DeAndre Hopkins coming across the middle on a slant or a drag
All right.
route?
I mean, anytime you kick a football, throw a football, you have to throw it on a certain angle
Yeah.
if you want the distance.
Yeah.
So if you got a guy that's almost 7 foot tall and his reach is going to be 3 to 4 feet,
You gotta fucking throw the
that
ball
ball's
up.
got to be over 11 feet. Now he's jumping up
Yeah.
at least 2 feet off the ground.
13
So you
feet.
got to get that angle of 13 feet.
Or just be good enough to get the ball around them, like a Mahomes type sidearm
but-
throw.
Yeah, you know what? It's not
hard.
as simple. Yeah. So
Like I hate the height card, but at a quarterback, that's tough.
yeah. So that angle, even if it's only a 4 or 5 inch differential, you bring it, 10 feet in front of you where the guy's coming up with his hand. That's big.
Yeah.
You got to throw 4 feet higher.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Any other games this season, in week 1, or you want to get into week 2?
no, real quick, the Rams at against the Cowboys. That didn't really surprise me for the simple reason that I just think first home game at SoFi Stadium, they were really amped up altogether. And not to mention, once again, it's still a preseason game, the first game of the season.
I
for
think
these
till like
guys.
week 3,
Right.
Yeah.
they're gonna use as like preseason games.
Yeah. So these guys, and the ones that came prepared and the ones that had the higher adrenaline are going to wind up winning the game.
Yeah. I think a lot had to do with what your team was last season coming into this season as well, because of all the Corona, COVID, and being quarantined and having to practice with your team over FaceTime instead of being in with your players, getting to know like how they work, so you could work and be cohesive as a unit.
Right.
And having a whole brand new team like a DeAndre Hopkins going to play with Kyler, they have no connection until their first
Right.
practice, which was 2 months ago,
Right.
3 months ago.
You gotta put into account too, like a lot of teams don't have fans there.
Yeah.
These guys are used to getting like even TV timeouts.
Yep.
These guys are just literally standing there in silence, and nothing's
Right.
going on.
Like,
they're
how
not.
do you get motivated?
They're not working with the crowd. Like
Yep.
it's just football.
Well, there's some like the Chiefs. They let 17,000 people in, so like they still have a crowd. But Giants didn't have anybody.
No.
Were they pumping noise in over there? Or no?
Yeah.
You
They
have
did.
to.
But
You
here's
got
the
to.
other thing that I think really comes into play. These guys, especially veterans, are so used to that crowd noise
Yeah.
that they're not listening for the snap count. They don't think about the snap
They
count.
watch the ball.
They watch the ball. Their mind is on the ball. Now they hear the snap count.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you have the hand-eye coordination with the ear
Yeah.
coordination. So now that's throwing them off, believe it or not.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's completely throwing them off, that they're actually hearing the quarterback.
Yeah.
And you could see people jumping
Well,
off.
the vets practice with that crowd noise, and that's why they practice with the music so loud, so they can't hear anything, because
Right.
they're visual players on the defense.
Yeah,
and
you can't pump in enough crowd noise.
I only think they're allowed a certain amount of decibels anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 78 or
Which
like
is
80,
nothing.
which
The
is
Chiefs is 100, broke the record at 194 or
Right.
some shit like that.
I mean,
Like,
you can't.
you can't pump that type of
Right.
noise in.
And one more surprise I do want to talk about. I'm sorry, Ryan.
No, it's all
The
right.
Giants, I don't understand. I mean, I don't think the Steelers are that good of a team.
Listen, they have a very good defense.
Yet. Who, the
The
Steelers?
Steelers.
Oh my God,
Yeah, they
their
do have
front
good
seven
defense.
is disgusting.
I don't know.
T.J. Watt,
I-
man,
I
Bud Dupree, they're gonna be
Without that
defensive
defense-
player type of year type of guys. Like they're
If they
I
played
just-
a Jaguar type defense, I think the Giants win that game.
I thought the play calling was terrible.
listen, it really came down to our run blocking.
Yeah, Barkley.
We couldn't
only had
get
6
Barkley
yards.
going. Barkley is obviously a huge part of our offense.
Yeah.
We kind of feed off of our passing game opens up because we have that guy in
I
our
just
backfield.
don't think they tried getting them to the outside.
They didn't, and they tried to go up every time. Every time he got the ball, though, he was getting swarmed 3-4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so why keep trying that? It's
That's
not
what.
gonna
Yeah,
work. Leave it
we
alone.
needed to do swing passes right side. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to worry. Like they were so worried about him going negative the entire game because he had -8 yards at halftime. And like we're trying to win a ball game. We don't care about the fucking stats.
Right.
They kept giving him the fucking football at in the second half
Would
of the
he
game.
get 6 yards?
Yeah, he had like 9 yards or
Which
something
is
like
something
that.
stupid.
15 rushes for 9 yards.
Yeah.
So
Our
that's not
offensive
all-
line didn't
yeah.
look bad in pass protection though, which
Wait.
surprised me. And that's where we should have done like a delayed
Exploited it a
handoff
little
type
more.
thing,
Yeah.
where you just drop back, you wait around, hand it to Saquon, and he goes.
Or run some screens.
Because they just came and pushed on the edges. The edges were completely sealed off.
Run a middle fucking running back screen.
Their plays were too vanilla. I
Yeah,
just
it
thought
was
just
I'll tell you what, Slayton looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
Daniel Jones made a bad throw. He should have thrown the ball away in that red zone interception.
Looked decent.
Shep got the ball a few times.
That was some weird shit.
He didn't look too bad. But we just need to work on just finishing drives.
Yeah.
That's it. And, the Steelers' defense is legit, I think. And, it was a tough game to open up with, especially no fans, all that stuff like we were talking about. But
Yeah.
I'm confident in this week. I think we'll have a good week. Good bounce back.
And the only other thing I want to talk about is our Chiefs, where they didn't even try to step on the Texans' necks. They could have really.
They worked.
And
Clyde.
all they kept doing was working Clyde.
Gotta get him used to it.
And you know what? He responded very,
Yeah.
very well. Except at the end when they knew that he was going to get the ball, they could have scored at least 2 more times.
They also had J.J. Watt in the middle of the line.
They could have scored
doing
at
what
least
he
2
does.
more times if they didn't keep
Oh,
giving it
yeah.
to Clyde. They knew Clyde was
They
getting
gave it to him 3 times in a row in the
up
one
middle.
drive.
Yeah, and they could have scored
Just to
again,
see
at
what he could
least
do.
1 more time, maybe 2 more times. So
Just to see what he could do.
yeah.
I
Anybody
like that kid, man.
Yeah.
I like him. I got him in one of my leagues. I think he's going to have a good year.
As you could tell, we're big Chiefs fans here, real Chiefs fans. But I'm going to bet on them every week this year. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm betting the over every week, too, as well. Because how do you not? It's 47 this week. Chiefs are going to score 37 by themselves. I think it's going to be like
We're playing the Chargers, right?
42-10.
What do you get? You get the 4 o'clock game?
Yeah, 425.
I mean, what, the last 5 games of the season, including the playoffs and Super Bowl, their average was over 30 points anyway?
28 points a game, our average is.
Last 5 games.
Oh, I don't know the last 5. I know.
I mean, they scored some games, they scored 50, 40-something, so their average was well over 30 in the last, and they started the new season over 30 again. So it's just.
Well, here we go. Let's get into it. First game of the week on Sunday, 1 o'clock. Giants first, the Chicago Bears. Rye, we'll start with you. Your team. Obviously, we know who you're taking.
I can't pick against them just yet.
Minus 5.5, so
think,
they're getting 5.5 points over there.
I think we'll definitely cover, if not win. I think it's a very winnable game. Mitch Trubisky is, who knows, he's up and down.
Yeah.
He did make a couple good throws last week, but
And he made those throws at the end of the game when they had 3 injured DBs.
right.
So.
But I think if we can contain that man, that nasty man, Khalil Mack, I think
He's
we
questionable
can walk
right
away
now.
with a win.
He's
I
questionable
hope,
right
hope
now.
he's not playing. I really
Even
do.
if he does play, he's playing injured.
Yeah, but he's that type of guy that he'll just fucking
Yeah.
just go out there and
He is that type of dude.
crash
right?
heads no matter what.
Just get in the
But
way.
yeah, I'm taking the Giants here.
Word. What about you?
I'm agreeing with them. I'm taking the Giants. I think that they should definitely beat the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, I don't see that. I like I said, I thought the Giants should have beaten the Steelers too.
Yeah.
I like the team. I like
took
Daniel
the Giants.
Jones.
I took the Giants that game.
Even when Daniel had a down game last season, he always bounced back the following week and put up big numbers.
Well,
So
let's
I
hope.
I think he's going to learn of his mistakes. I know it's a new coaching regime, and but the players are there, and I think he's going to have to step up and tell his coach, "Hey, listen, man, I was here last year. I know these guys. Let me call some plays too."
Yeah, I
You know?
agree. I'm with
I
you
just
guys.
think the coach is in love with Barkley and just try
Well,
to
they have
utilize
to.
him too
Yeah.
much.
They have to.
You know what? You got the rest of a team, and you're going to demoralize him if you don't think about it and say, "Hey, he's not working. It's your game."
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm with you guys. I already bet Giants money line. I think they're gonna win it straight up. So across the boards, Brian also took the Giants, and I hate to say it because she's usually right. Selena took the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Yikes.
You know she just picks on her animals.
Hmm.
Next game of week 2, the Falcons and Cowboys. The highest total of the week, I believe, 54 points, with the Cowboys minus 4.5. Who you got over there?
I'm going with Atlanta.
Yep.
4.5 spread. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I think it'll crush that over.
I think it'll be like 62 points.
It'll be a really high scoring game.
32-30 final. 31-30
Something like
final.
that, yeah.
Some weird shit. I honestly think the Falcons are gonna win.
I hope they do.
The Cowboys didn't impress me last week.
0-2 Cowboys start. That would be nice.
Amari Cooper is playing injured again, like always.
Should I bench him?
Who?
Amari this week.
I mean, you
And
can't
put
bench.
Nah, don't
Fuller
bench
back
him.
in?
You
I
can't
just think
bench him. You can't. He's their guy over
But
there.
I got players that I could put in. That's
Well, we'll talk about that when we get there.
yeah.
Because if you have players, and I mean, Amari is, it's going to be a shootout. So someone's going to have to score the points. It's going to be Michael Gallup, Mari Cooper, and Zeke. And if Dak runs it in.
Right.
It's C.D. Lamb.
CD Lamb.
And CeeDee Lamb, the new guy, the rookie over there. But do they all get touchdowns? There's only one.
Nah.
I think 2 of them get touchdowns.
Well, that's why I'm thinking. You know, I picked the Cowboys. I don't think they play that bad 2 weeks in a row.
You did pick the Cowboys.
I did pick
Wow.
the Cowboys.
You and Selena took the Cowboys.
Yeah, I like their team. I like Dak. I mean, I just think
I don't.
Dak. I think he's pretty good. You know,
He's a
I
good
think
fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, he
but
can put up points quickly, and when his head gets in the game, he's nasty. You
I
know.
took Atlanta, as well as Ryan and Brian. We all took Atlanta.
But I don't think the score is going to be that high, honestly.
Really?
For some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just one of those stupid hunches. But like I said, I really don't have a reason for it. But sometimes I look and go, really?
I think Todd Gurley has a nice day on the ground.
Better have a nice day.
Leighton Vander Esch is hurt.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Gurley broke my heart too many times for me to bank on him.
I never had Gurley on my team. Happy
Yeah.
I got him this year. Got him in like the 4th round.
I think he'll have a good year. I really do. I have him in one league,
So keep going.
and I think he's going to be solid this year if he can stay healthy.
Yeah. Yep, so like I said, me, Ryan, Brian took Falcons, Selena, and Pops took Dallas. Next game on the board, we got the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. Who do you got, Pop?
Wow, the Packers. They how
A-Rod went off.
Aaron Rodgers looked.
He looked
really,
different than last year already.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know for how long, but he's obviously gotten
Actually
some
wanna
rest.
see
He obviously
something.
looks healthy. He looks focused. He looks like a true leader out there.
I think I actually put Rodgers in this week
And
over
you have
Matt
to
Ryan.
realize, I mean, my favorite player right now, Patrick Mahomes, was compared to the way Rodgers played, and then you look at Rodgers the past couple of years and go, really? Mahomes is that bad? Because I didn't see Rodgers being, but then I look back
Rodgers
and think
was a beast.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Rodgers is always a
yeah,
top.
I mean, you look
Rodgers
at old
always-
Top
film, and
two.
it's like he's
He don't look like a football player, but he's a fucking football
Mhm.
player.
yeah, he's I really like him a lot, and I like what he's doing over there, and I think they got a lot going.
He said, yeah.
So
So
Second year with Matt LaFleur. They're just gonna eat up on the Lions. Lions just lost to the Bears, so
the
although
Bears.
DeAndre Swift, they're saying that he's going to actually start breaking out.
Well, they got 3
he
running
missed a wide open game-winning touchdown pass
Yeah.
last week. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kenny
Rookie
Galladay isn't
mistake.
playing,
Yep.
which fucking screws me again.
Me too, because I have him as starter as well.
Yeah,
And
so that's
Sucks.
without Galladay, I just don't think that the Lions are.
I don't know why everyone's so high on the Lions.
I
Like,
think
I
Stafford
think that
throws
spread.
3 picks in this game.
I think the spread should be like 9.
Mm.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
I
they're
took
not.
I took the Packers 6.5.
I picked up the Packers D too.
One touchdown, really.
I think the Stafford throws 3 picks this game.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
I'm gonna go 31-3. Packers win.
Ryan, the analyst, back with his famous.
I'll give him 10. I'll give him a garbage touchdown.
Why
They really don't have anybody.
they don't?
Who they have? Danny Amendola, Marvin Jones.
All right, so this is our first game where across the board we all picked the Packers.
Nice.
We have a bunch this week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games where we all took the same pick. Next game on the board, weird game, I guess because Phillip Rivers is on the Colts now, but the Vikings versus the Colts. Colts -3. So they get 2 points for being the home team. Do they really think 1 point?
I don't know why I took the Colts here. I think the Vikings are gonna win, but I took the Colts for some reason. But it
They
might
are
have been
home.
because they just lost. Phil don't like losing. Maybe they have a good game. They
T.Y. Hilton didn't do much last week.
yeah.
did he?
Ty only had like 9 fantasy points. I don't
Weird.
know. I'm hoping
It's a
that
weird game.
they win for the picks perspective, but I think Dalvin Cook is just gonna run all over them. Adam Thielen's gonna catch some nice balls. I think
I hope.
Who's their tight end? They still got Kyle Rudolph.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it'll
It's
be a pretty
weird
close game though.
Weird game. I took the Vikings. You took the Vikings
I
as
took the
well.
Vikings simply because I just think they, Dalvin Cook.
I took the Vikings
Thielen.
money line.
I think Cousins has been looking sharp all along. But
Kirk Cousins is the fucking Houdini of the NFL,
Yeah.
stealing people's money.
yeah,
I
but
still don't think he should be paid that much.
no, but like I said, he wins ball games. He's a game manager,
Yeah.
like Alex
He's an
was.
Alex, yeah.
Yeah,
An
so.
Alex Smith.
But I'm hoping the Colts because I want Jonathan Taylor to go off now that he's got the starting job.
Well, him and Naheem.
Jonathan Taylor
Well,
is
he's
the
the runner.
starting-
Yeah, he's gonna be the
gonna
runner. And Naheem will
Naheem will
get the
get
passes.
the passes, but I just think Phillip is going to start using them like he did with Eckler and
Gordon.
Gordon, yep. And I think he's going to start using his tight ends a little bit more.
Jack Doyle, baby.
Jack Doyle.
Doyle,
No, he's hurt.
is he?
He's out this week.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Don't they have the other guy? Who's the other guy that they?
No, they had
got
Eric
rid of
Ebron,
Ebron.
but he's
That's
He's on the
right.
Steelers now.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you, who are we just talking about?
Colts tight end.
Colts. Jack Doyle out. Doyle won't play Sunday against the Vikings. Andrew Walker of the Colts official site reports.
So they don't.
Yeah, he's
have
out.
a backup.
I don't know who their backup is.
I thought they had somebody that was decent.
Let's see. Let's look it up. Colts tight ends. Farrad Green from the practice squad to the act. They just
Really?
promoted Farrad Green from
And
the
he's the starter.
Yeah.
The Colts will look to Mo Alley Cox and Noah Tagi to step up at tight end with Jack Doyle out. I've never heard of those two.
I've heard of
Oh,
Mo
okay.
Alley. I've heard
Never
of him.
heard.
I've heard the name, but
Yeah,
all
so
right. So I thought
make
they
sure
had somebody
Jack-
else. Might have
Jack
been
Doyle's
Ebron then.
off your teams right now this week, guys.
No. I guess that kind of locks it because he's got nobody really to. Unless these guys step up, we don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, you
never
got
know.
T.Y., you got Paris Campbell. I think, do they still have Funchess?
No. Devin Funches was with Carolina, wasn't he?
No, then he went to the Colts last year. He may
Pittman-
still be on the team.
Pittman Jr. is their rookie,
Uh,
but he's questionable this week as well.
Hmm.
We got a bunch of guys hurt over there. Did everybody make their pick? Right, you took the Colts.
yeah, took the Colts.
Brian, me, and Brian took the Colts as well, and so did Selena.
Hmm.
No,
Me-
that's an animal. That's why.
Yeah, me and you were the only one who took the Vikings.
Vikings, not an animal.
Next game. Well, she won it last year. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the standings for last week. Your boy finally made his way into
No, you don't
first
have to say
place
it.
after a long season of not being in first place at all last year. With 12-4, it'll probably be the only time I'm in first place.
I don't want to know. You can leave it right there. You're fine.
You and Ryan came in last place with
Yeah,
7 and 9.
I suck against the spread.
So why do you have us on the show then? Because somebody's gonna listen to us now that you gave those stats.
Hell yeah. Yo,
Like, So
I'm
whatever we say, people are gonna go against now.
I'm in a league with 69 people in a pick'em league, and like 40 of the people got below 50% picks. There was like 8 was the highest.
Really?
It went from 8, and then I won last week, first place. I won $240 or something like that, whatever it was. And then there was 3 other
Did you
dudes.
claim that on your taxes?
Hell no. 3 other people, and then it went from those 12 down to 8 was the highest, right? I don't know why, but it was. The listeners and Selena were both 10 and 6, and then Brian was 9 and 7. Don't make fun of my animal picks. I won't. I won last year. Selena just said that. You guys are making fun of her animal picks. Next game,
Moo.
the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins.
Blowout City.
A poopy game.
Blowout City.
You
There
take-
goes your animal, Selena.
This was another one across the board that we all took the Bills.
Going the Bills.
Gotta go
Smashing the Bills.
Tell her it's a bill, not a bull.
by
I'll put-
5.5.
I'll put my life savings on the Bills.
Oh, would you really?
Absolutely.
Might have to take
Josh
you up.
Allen is going to fucking go crazy this game.
I'm gonna have to take you up on that bet. I paid Robbie his money already, even though he didn't pay me for fantasy yet.
Mm.
Motherfucker, I fucked up. I texted him the other night like, "Yo, I paid you this bet. You didn't even pay me yet, bitch."
Should have kept his money.
Should have kept his money. I didn't think about it. Let's move on because we all know who this game. This is a blowout, stupid, poopy game. Next game, a game that I think could be upset of the week. 49ers versus the Jets.
It could be an upset.
We all took the 49ers across the board.
Yeah.
That's just because you got to take the 49ers. They were in the Super Bowl last year. But now they
Yeah.
don't have George Kittle. They don't have Richard Sherman.
They don't have Debo.
They don't have Debo. Jimmy Garoppolo is Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't know. I just feel like their running game, they got 3 stud running backs. Not stud, but good running backs that'll just carry them this game.
You think so?
I don't think the Jets hold a fucking prayer.
Got a good old.
That 7-point spread kind of runs at me a little bit, glares
Yeah,
at me,
that's
but
it.
the Jets fucking stink, man.
I wouldn't bet this game.
I
Sam
don't know.
Darnold
I
stinks.
mean,
Stay away from this game.
everybody's
Don't
saying
bet it.
Brashad Perriman is going to have a breakout game.
He couldn't catch balls with Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson. He stinks. He started his career with the Ravens, I think. Joe Flacco was at his height of his career, and he still sucked.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
Jamison Crowder's out.
Yep.
Their best offensive weapon is
Sam Darnold.
Frank Gore.
Le'Veon
Bell's
hurt. Yeah.
So this is just
Hey,
going to be
I
a
took
shit
the
show.
49ers.
We
I
all
mean,
took the 49ers.
the only problem the 49ers
gotta
have right
take-
now is that
George
Kittle is out.
That's their biggest.
You know, I
concern.
mean, but
And Debo.
yeah, but you know what? They what's his name? Mostert went off last week, and
You got.
I
him?
think they ride him this week.
Are you playing him?
Yeah, of course.
I thought you were gonna. You didn't know who you were gonna play.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right.
But I
Who would
looked
you
at
play? Will Fuller or Mostert?
Um,
Fuller versus the Ravens.
yeah, I'm going Mostert.
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Easily.
They're playing the fucking Jets.
right. The goddamn Jets.
Jets suck. Next game. Let's moving on right real quick here. The Rams versus the Eagles, a pick'em game. We were just talking about this before.
I got Philly.
You
I
hoping
think Carson Wentz has a bounce back game. Miles
you've
Sanders
always
is healthy.
backed Carson. Always.
Listen, I think he's a good quarterback.
Do I play Miles Sanders over Todd Gurley?
Oof.
I don't know,
I'd have them both
They
in.
held
Really?
Somehow, some way, put them both in. I think
But
Miles
the
Sanders
Rams-
has a good game.
The Rams held Zeke up pretty well last week.
I think Zeke had like 25.
So listen to my
Did
running
he?
backs. Listen to my running backs.
Zeke had a pretty
Alright.
good game.
Listen to my running backs. Todd Gurley, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Zach Moss, and Miles Sanders.
Got to put them all. Those 3 guys.
So do I
Gurley-
take Malcolm Brown, Marquise Brown out of the flex?
Yes. Yes, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
And I play Sanders.
Yes.
Put him in my flex.
Yes. I'm telling you, there's nothing beats a 3-headed monster at run back. But
I'm
Zeke
trusting
had
you.
27 points last week.
Did he?
Jesus.
Yeah.
It didn't look as impressive when I saw him running. It didn't seem that like that. But hey,
Does Miles
had him,
Sanders catch
so-
balls out of the backfield?
Yes.
yeah.
Fire. All right, so he's a PPR beast. Cool. All right, I'm projected to be prim now by 8 instead of only 3.
Speaking of this game, Goddard or Hurst?
Got her.
You got Ertz and Goddard over there. They're saying Goddard
feel
is going
like-
to be the.
He's not going to be their guy, I don't think.
It's showing that he's going to be higher at the end of the season than Ertz.
I
They're not
think
paying
that they're
Ertz.
going to move. They're going to like kind of switch off like a few years ago when it was Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. They were
Oh.
just you didn't know
You
who
could-
the fuck to double
you could
team.
interchange them. They could both do
Right.
both things. And
Ertz
Right.
had 2 guys on him last week the whole time because there's no wide receivers in Philly's offense right now.
yeah.
Jeffrey's hurt, Aguilar's gone. They got that kid Rager and
Yeah, Regar or whatever.
whoever else.
I don't know
Couldn't
that
tell
team
you.
that well.
Deshaun Jackson.
Was he hurt last week? Did he play?
No, he's playing this week. I don't know
Uh,
about last
Might have
week.
been. He's
playing
always
this week.
hurt.
They're saying to pick him up. He's one of the top 4 receivers to pick up.
Only
And
'cause-
Miller.
Who do the Rams have on defense? Besides Ramsey.
Well, they got Aaron Donald and
Well,
You
no,
mean
I'm
like
talking
in
about
coverage?
DB. Yeah, DB wise.
I don't know if they still have to keep Talib. Might still be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the Philly has a better chance if D Ford plays. He'll jump off sides a couple times.
Like I said, it's a pick 'em
Bastard.
game. Ryan was the only one who took the Eagles. Everyone else took the Rams across the board.
Yeah.
So
I just feel, the Rams do have the weapons.
I couldn't tell you
But,
this game.
I don't know.
I'm not betting this game either. The over under looks like shit.
And there's no angry fans in Philadelphia right now, so.
Yeah, exactly. Next game, another weird game. I don't know. I guess because I haven't seen these games in a while, but the Broncos versus the Steelers. Who you got?
I took Pittsburgh. I just think their defense is very good, and no Philip Lindsay for the Broncos. I think Melvin Gordon's gonna get stuffed. Uh, I don't know. Noah Fant, he's a good tight end now. He had a good game last week, but that Pittsburgh D is just
Weird.
nasty, man. And I think Juju has a good day, hopefully, and I think the Steelers win.
Oh,
For
yeah.
me, I don't, like I said, I don't think I saw enough out of Giants last week to think that the Steelers, I mean, T.J. Watt, of course, and I know they're, the front line. The Steelers always have a solid D, but you still need the offense to score the points. I took Denver. I'm not saying they're going to win. I think they'll cover, though. But once again, you're not playing. A home field advantage is not home field advantage right now.
Right
you
now,
still got to
no.
look at the teams even
Unless
up
they're
regardless.
pumping in some noise
Yeah,
while they're
but
on offense.
All in all, like I said, I do like what's his name? Could be
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. I do like him. I really do.
Everyone says he looks like
kinda
Elway. I don't see it.
disagree. Well, he
Don't
plays
see it.
like Elway. I watched Elway play. He does play like Elway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Elway started his breakout season after a couple of years, and really, he throws like him. He's learning from Elway. I just think he's got the mentality, and he can actually pick a team apart. I've seen it. So they kind of scare me this year in the AFC West.
Well, that's my reasoning for the pick.
Yeah, and
I
Melvin
took
Gordon
I took
is
the
a big
Steelers.
catalyst. You think they're going to stuff him? I don't think so. I think Melvin finds a way.
I don't want Denver to be good ever.
I know.
So I took the Steelers. I hope they're like Ryan was saying, their defense is good. So I hope they shut them down.
Oh, so do I. Like
I'm going
I said,
with the Steelers.
I'll
Everyone
take the
went with the
7.5.
Steelers. You took the Broncos.
Yeah,
You are playing it smart with the spread, but
yeah.
you think, I don't know, Big Ben might not be able to put up that 8, but we'll find out. Next game. Moving on, we're still in the 1 o'clock games. We got 2 more 1 o'clock games. Panthers versus the Buccaneers. Is this a game we all took the same? No, we all went different. Right. You went Carolina.
That's right. Against the spread.
Now I'm looking at it.
I don't think they win.
I think Christian McCaffrey has a day,
I
though.
hope so, man.
Because he didn't
Kamara
have
had an awesome game last week too, against the Bucks D. I think Evans finally fucking wakes up. No Godwin for him. He's
Yeah.
gonna have a good day.
so he has to perform.
But I think it's gonna be a pretty close game.
I don't think it
maybe-
reaches 47.5.
Maybe the Bucks win by a touchdown, but that'll still cover the 8.5. So that's why I took the Panthers. But if I had to bet money line, I'm definitely going Bucks.
Who's that other guy that Brady's thrown to?
Gronk.
No, he kind of looks like Edelman.
Oh, Scotty Miller.
Scotty
Oh,
Miller.
yeah.
Scotty
they're saying to
Miller.
pick him up, right? So I don't know. I mean, it's Brady. You never know. Even
I might
though he's
bet
on a new
Robbie again,
team,
3
but
picks
he
again.
lost last week, and like I said, with Carolina, with McCaffrey, he can bring anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Game changer.
yeah. So nothing else really stands out for Carolina except for McCaffrey. So I mean, in my mind, I don't know if I went
Who's
the
their
right
number
way.
1 receiver over there?
DJ Moore
DJ, yeah,
Really?
and Curtis
Yeah.
Samuel.
that's
Backup guys.
I'm praying DJ Moore finally breaks out too, man. I got him.
Well, they have Teddy Bridge throwing, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Not so. I
Not
don't have
sold on
much
him.
faith in him.
He couldn't beat out Kirk Cousins, so.
Yeah, agreed. I took Tampa Bay. Brian took Tampa Bay. The rest of you took Carolina. I took Tampa Bay because it's Tom Brady, but while we were talking, I was thinking, I don't know why I took Tampa Bay because
It's 8.5.
I think they are going to cover the spread, the Panthers. But I'll stick with my pick because I'm
Brady.
not
Brady
a cheater.
hater.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Next game, the Minch versus Derrick Henry. The Jaguars versus the Titans. Rye, who you taking?
I took Tennessee. But that's only because I think Derrick Henry is just gonna go nuts.
Yeah, I think this is the game
And
he shows what he did last year.
I think he'll put 200 on the ground. I really do.
3
Yeah,
touchdowns.
I really do think so. I hope
think
so
so, too.
I
This
have
is-
him in FanDuel.
They're gonna be on like the 10-yard line. They're gonna hand it off to him up the middle, and
He does it. It seems like he does it every year.
every
against the
year at least
Jaguars.
once or twice.
But I think
Um,
Minshew really is a pretty good quarterback.
He is.
He knows how to stay in the game.
We
kinda,
laugh at
you
him
know,
because of his style.
Yeah, he's
but
just a weird dude, but
He's a
we
good
laugh at him because of his mustache. Let's get
and his mullet. Now he's got a fucking mullet.
he's got a mullet.
He's got a mullet
He's
now.
just a typical
So do I.
American man.
Exactly.
But
American made.
I don't know. That 7.5, I kind of contemplated a little bit, but I think the Titans have a really good day. They hit Jonnu Smith a couple times. I like him to.
I think
week.
they win by 2 touchdowns.
I think so. I think
I
it's
agree.
possible, but
I took the Titans as well across the board, except Selena took
thing
Jags.
is the Jags just don't have any running game. They have nobody.
Yeah.
They got Chris Thompson.
I think
who
Maurice
got cut
Jones
by
Drew's
the
still
Redskins.
available, isn't he?
Maurice
Maurice
Jones-Drew.
Jones-Drew.
He can't cut it as an announcer. I think
C.J.
he'll do a
Anderson.
better job than him.
C.J. Anderson finally retired.
Did he really?
Yeah, finally, like 2 days ago.
Wow.
Interesting.
It's funny how they keep picking on everything that he says sometimes. It's
Who?
like,
Minch?
no, Maurice Jones-Drew.
Oh,
when he
really?
talks, it's like, poor guy.
I have no idea why. All right, easy game. Moving on. 4 o'clock game. We got the Washington football team versus the Arizona Cardinals.
That's actually a tough one.
I'm taking the yeah, we
I
took Cardinals across the board.
I think Cardinals.
Everybody.
Yeah, but you know
100%
what?
lock.
I think the Redskins, the football team, they
Which football team?
It was kind of just a fluke last week. They
Yeah.
caught the Eagles on their ass, and
Dwayne
Haskins stinks.
I don't think
bro.
they expected them to throw that touchdown at the end.
He's not a good quarterback.
I think Alex beats him out by like week 5.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really,
hope so, too.
I've
I
been
hope-
rooting for him,
Me
man.
too, dude.
He, I watched his 30 for 30 or his E60,
Chiefs
whatever it
named it,
was.
man.
That shit was awesome.
He
so.
brought the winning and championship culture to Kansas City. Him and
Yeah.
Andy Reid.
Yeah.
So I will forever be an Alex Smith fan.
I'm surprised Carolina has not gone after him.
All you can make fun of him. After that 30 for 30 and him having if that ever happened to me, you think I'm getting back on a football
no.
field?
I'm
You
collecting.
think I'm getting back what he did to his leg?
Oh, I know.
You think I'm getting back on a football field? I'm collecting my money and sitting my ass down.
Right.
Shit. More power to that guy. Like he's a fucking
That was a crazy
inspiration
injury, man.
and getting that infection after.
They
I'm just rooting for him.
they took like skin from his back,
His ass,
or
his back,
down the
everywhere.
back of his whole fucking body, and put it on.
Skin
his
graft
leg, man.
it.
I just hope he comes back to Kansas City, retired.
I hope he might. You never know.
I'd love to
I'd
see
take
him
a pay
there.
cut to go back to Kansas City to
Hmm.
retire. That's what Jamal did. Who else just did that recently?
Kareem? Please say
No.
Kareem on.
Yeah. Our DN. Why can't I remember his name? The weird guy. His weird. Fucking. It's gonna bother me.
Frank Clark.
DN. No. Weird name. He retired.
I don't know.
Why can't I fucking remember? Anyway, like I said, we took Cardinals across the board. Everybody took them, even Selena. So hopefully they win. My favorite game of the week, and I think another upset of the week: the Ravens versus the Texans.
I took the Texans.
I took the Texans as well.
Did you really?
I took them to cover.
I took them money line.
I don't think they'll win. I don't think they'll win.
I think they're winning, dude.
I think
I think the Ravens are going to take them lightly. Deshaun just got his ass beat last week.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
Let's hear it.
It's gonna be 28-24. A minute 30 to go. Lamar gets the ball, marches them down the field, scores a touchdown. They win, but they don't. The spread is not covered.
I could see that happening.
31-28. I got the Ravens.
I think 100%. I think they'll cover the spread. The Texans. I don't know. That 50.
Oh, you took the Ravens.
No,
he
I took the
spread.
Texans.
Texans
Against the
spread to
spread.
cover.
All right.
But 50, that's a lot of points. Where are those 50 points coming from?
They're two high-scoring
Lamar Jackson.
offenses, man.
I
Who
think
knows?
they
Lamar
upset.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson's got to keep up.
By the way, Tamba Ali.
Oh, Tamba.
Yeah, he took a pay
Okay.
cut to retire with those two.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else? No, Brian, you, and Selena all took the Ravens. Me and you were the only Texans.
I
I like to hear that.
I don't know. I can't. I
I
can't.
see
just
it,
go
man.
against
It's the
Lamar
NFL.
Jackson.
It's only
just-
week 2, preseason
I
game.
know.
Never know. Moving on. My other favorite game of the week: Chiefs versus the Chargers.
Why is that?
Because of the total. That's why.
I
It's
don't
only
get to watch
it's
it. I
only
gotta be at work.
47 and a half. You're not gonna watch it at all.
I'm at work.
Can't watch it at all.
That's the worst.
It's the worst.
Working
Depends
on
on the
Sunday.
day. Today I
That's why I quit my job so I can watch football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you
I
going?
think it's across the board. Is it?
Everybody
Yeah.
took them.
Yeah.
Chiefs
Next-
across the board.
next.
100%. Man, look at that money line though. It's the highest total
Damn.
money line.
I might just throw like $15 on the Chargers and throw up a prayer. That's
shit.
a nice return.
315.
Plus
That's like
315.
that's like. So if you throw $100, For $15, that's your money. That's
Yeah,
your
why
weekend
not?
right there.
Why
Why
not?
not? Fuck it.
I don't think it'll happen. I think it's a waste of $15, but
Patriots versus Seahawks. Last year, I would have said the Patriots. This year, I'm saying the Seahawks.
I'm staying with the Pats, man.
I hope you're right,
Dude,
Joey,
Cam
but I
Newton.
took the Patriots.
You did take the Patriots.
Everyone's so down on Cam this year,
It's got
man.
nothing to do with Cam.
I think it's
Cam
just-
and Bill.
I just think
Bill,
it's the Patriots.
Belichick
Bill is finally able to be creative. He was just him, and it was just Brady that whole time. He can't run around.
my
Yeah. Did you see
Cam
what?
Newton.
Go ahead.
Cam Newton.
Go ahead.
Hot take.
Write it down.
Cam Newton
Let's write it down. Where's my
finishes top 3 in MVP voting this year.
Whoa.
Could be. Could be. You know why?
Where's my pen?
Bill Belichick, even though Bill Belichick has always been such a uptight, he was smiling at some of the plays that
Oh yeah,
Cam
because
was
Cam
doing.
just brings that aura, that excitement to the game.
'Cause
Not
you never
saying
know
Tom
when he's
Brady
gonna
didn't.
run.
And I didn't know whether he was going to let Cam be himself, but he is.
Yeah, Cam's showing up
919.
dressed like
Doing what he wants
Medea
to do. He's
and,
Medea.
He's happy. He's laughing at him. He's like, dude, I'm old. My, hay years are
Right.
behind me where I had all the championships. Now I'm going to have to prove
hey,
to
it's
people
still possible. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Super Bowl matchup.
No.
Listen,
No.
Pats Seahawks.
We'll get there. We're going there at the end of this episode.
Bill
no
rewrote-
way.
Bill Belichick rewrote his playbook.
He had to with Cam.
Yeah.
Or he had that
And-
playbook waiting.
Yeah.
Just because Tom was supposed to leave 3 years ago.
Right.
We got into this
We're
last
supposed
year.
to have Jimmy G.
So he probably had this playbook waiting. But anyway, I took Seattle. Ryan and Pops and Selena all took Seattle. Or New England, I mean. Me and Brian were the only ones who took Seattle.
Russell Wilson.
You think
I mean,
they
you
win
can't-
it or they cover the spread, right?
I think they win.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll see.
But
Sunday will be
who
here
knows?
tomorrow.
It's Russell Wilson
Yeah.
at home.
And he looked great last week. That pass to DK.
And you know what's weird? I'm surprised they didn't relocate this game because of all that shit that's going on in Seattle with like the air quality and stuff. Did you hear about that?
What happened?
There's supposed to be like really shitty air quality right now in like Oregon and
Really?
Seattle area, Washington,
they're still
because
playing?
of all those fires and shit that are going on.
From coming over from Cali?
Yeah, it's all
Oh,
going up that
shit.
coast.
Damn. And they're
Yeah.
still playing
They're
there?
still playing. They had to postpone and move a couple Mariners games this week
Oh, shit. No, I didn't know
because
that.
of that.
Next game.
Bourbon Street versus Sin City.
Is this? Oh, that was a Sunday night game. We're already on the last game. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Saints versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
I said Bourbon Street versus Sin City.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking Bourbon Street.
I'm taking Bourbon Street, too.
Yeah.
I think
Taking
Ryan...
the Raiders?
No, Bourbon Street is New Orleans.
Oh.
New Orleans Saints.
Mardi Gras.
I thought Sin City was New
Las
Orleans.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh yeah,
Vegas
yeah.
is Sin
All right, I'm
City.
thinking of Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the Saints.
Brian is the only one who took the Raiders.
That's
Bold move.
Bold move. I mean,
5.5.
yeah.
If you think
They win by... If you think Derek Carr is sitting up with
it's not Derek Carr, it's if
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs can run all over the Saints, he's gonna.
Alvin Kamara's not going to run all over the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, he is.
exactly.
you bet your ass he is.
Michael Thomas is out, so they got to ride Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
Who's their other receiver over there? Saints.
They have Emmanuel Sanders.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did
Let's
go
see.
off last week.
They
The
have
Saints.
Cook.
Saints beat up the Bucks last week.
Yeah.
Cook is gonna. They're gonna.
Cook.
Jared Cook.
Oh, I thought you were... I was like, Cook,
No, not
Dalvin
Dalvin
Cook.
Cook. No.
My
Jared Cook.
my score for this one:
Let's hear it.
41-13 Saints. Blowout.
Oh, shit. That's
Blowout.
a hell of a fucking total right there. I'm taking the over if that's true. Wait, would you say 31 what?
41-13.
Oh, I'm taking the over if that's the
Yeah.
score. Fuck yeah.
I just don't think they'll be able to keep up with that Sean McVay offense.
No?
Drew didn't have a great game last week. He's gonna
I give it-
come into Las
I'm
Vegas.
thinking more like 37-17.
He's gonna throw 100,000
Still
on the
the over.
Saints, and then
Yeah.
Like that.
I'm thinking like 37-17, 34-17, right around there.
the thing with the
They'll break
Saints, they can
50, but-
score at any fucking
can.
time.
Yeah.
They can.
You don't know who's gonna score either.
Yeah.
They don't have Michael Thomas, but that's Drew Brees. He likes to spread the ball around too.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a blowout.
He's sharp. I really like Drew Brees. I always have, always will. Respectable guy. Very, very sharp, always on the field, always. The only thing I don't like is when they bring in the heck's his name? The other quarterback that they
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, there's no need.
No
for
need for it.
No
Yeah.
need for it at all. They know what he's gonna do.
They should just put him in as like a running back if they want to do that
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, you want to put him in for a whole quarter just to give Drew Brees a break when they're
That
up
old
by a
body.
bunch.
That old body.
Yeah, just to give him a break. I get it, but you bring him in for one play. It's like Drew Brees, like, dude, I'm in a rhythm.
Yeah, word. I
Right.
hate when they do that shit.
Stop.
Yeah, when I'm in a rhythm, don't fuck
Bring
with
him in
me.
as
I'd
a
be pissed.
wildcat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd
okay.
be
We can
pissed.
bring him in as a
Yeah.
wildcat.
I'd be pissed
But-
too. All right, let's get into it. Rye, who is your super lock for the week against the spread?
Oh, fuck.
I'll let you get to it. You have yours ready? I can tell you mine.
Well, I can tell you, it's probably
My super lock this week, obviously, is Kansas City minus 8.5.
wow.
I thought it was straight up.
That's Survivor. Survivor is straight
okay.
up. And Selena's taking the Saints minus 5.5 as her super
I like
lock.
that. I'd have to agree with her.
You're taking the
I'm going with
Saints?
the Saints for my super lock.
Ryan with the Saints for his super lock.
My Survivor.
TJ, how's Vanilla? Put him on the board.
I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo. What is
That's a
that?
nice pick.
Minus 5.5. Like that. We got to text Brian and get his super lock. It will be on the Instagram and on the site in a little bit once we finish this episode. Survivors, you guys got yours?
For last week and this week?
No, just this week.
Just this week. Huh?
My Survivor, I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals.
Hey, me and you with the Cardinals this week. Like that. Selena took the 49ers as her survivor this week. I got to get Brian's and then just waiting for you over there, big man.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Really?
Early on?
Early.
On. What's the difference?
Using them
You
early.
can only use them once anyway, so
This
it's
is
a
true.
difference.
And then, like I said, I'll get Brian's pick for you guys. It'll be on the Instagram and the site later when we get
You want to
there.
know my reason why I'm picking them early?
Why?
Because you don't know what's going on in the NFL right now, except
don't.
with Kansas City.
This is true.
Honest to God, they came back just the way they ended, and they got more.
Like we were talking about the other day, the Chiefs won the last game of a century or a dynasty, and they won the first game of a new dynasty or a century. Century. They won the last game of 100 years, and they just won the first game of the next 100 years.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah, because they played the last game of the year, and they started the first game of the year,
Yep.
Nice.
and they won them.
I like it.
So.
I want to hear this first. Super Bowl picks or Super Bowl matchups, and then who you think's gonna win it. Who you going with? I know you got yours already.
We really got to pick the matchup, though. Good God.
Listen, I think the Chiefs are going to make the Super Bowl again, but
To be fun.
I
to be fun.
I don't want to say it on here because I know everyone probably has the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So, I am going to go with Ravens Seahawks Battle of the Birds.
Wow, Ravens versus Seahawks, and who wins it?
I don't think Lamar gets his first one just yet, so I'm going to go with Russ getting his second, and then yeah,
I like it.
I'm going to say it'll be I'm gonna pick a score here real quick.
Oh wow, he's going with the score and everything. I'll write it all down.
We're gonna go with. It's gonna be low score. We'll go with 31-27.
31-27. Wow.
Seahawks.
That's low.
No, I was gonna go lower, but
That's 58 right there. Damn. Holy
What's
shit.
a high-scoring game? Oh, never mind. Last Super Bowl.
Who you got?
AFC, I got to go with the Chiefs. I mean, and it's not just going with my heart. It's just going with what, what
You
they
see.
Yeah, it's just, it's visible to everybody, whether they like them or hate them, even though
I've seen a lot more Chiefs fans this year than I ever have in my life.
Yeah, but I still say Lamar Jackson. I don't know how, if the NFL really sways any games or whatever. I mean, people always saying, oh, it's always fixed and this and that. Listen, regardless, if that's the case, then they're going to bring in Lamar Jackson. The year before, Mahomes got the MVP. The year before that, Brady got the Super Bowl, his last one before he moved out of the Patriots. Then it was Mahomes' turn. They passed the torch. Then, Jackson wins the MVP last year. I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be tight, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs. In the NFC, I'm kind of torn. Originally, I thought that being the Brady's over there, but he didn't show me anything with Tampa Bay yet. And
Not yet.
hasn't showed me
preseason.
anything yet,
Preseason.
so it could be a possibility. Seahawks are tough. but my mind still goes with New Orleans. Brees is towards the end of his career, and he still looks like he can definitely, with Kamara there, um, the Michael Thomas, he's got weapons beyond belief.
Hey,
He can
how
play.
about Latavius Murray running the ball like 15 times?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
did he? There had to be a reason behind that.
I just think that they're trying to like fix like the pace thing, like they did with Mark Ingram a couple years ago in Kamara
Okay,
his
I
rookie
see what
year.
you're saying.
I feel like it should. They're just two completely different backs, so just
Keep people guessing and
keep
shit.
feeding each other and making sure they both stay on their toes,
Yeah.
just in case. You know.
So you got the Chiefs obviously winning the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, of course. But
I'm going with my pick from last year because after seeing his first game last season or last week, it's a possibility. I'm going with the Chiefs Packers again, and I think the Chiefs are going to win it 31-28.
but you give me a couple more weeks, and I might change my mind from New Orleans to Green Bay.
That's my pick.
That is.
The Packers.
That's what I'm saying. You give me a
31-28.
couple weeks, and I might.
I can't give you a couple weeks. You got to pick today.
I'm picking today. I'm picking New Orleans, but in a couple weeks, I may kick myself in the butt for picking New
Definitely
Orleans
kick
because
yourself in the butt.
yeah, I just think
Without
that
Michael
should have been-
Thomas, they ain't winning a Super Bowl.
I thought that was going to be last year. Chiefs Green Bay.
That's
recap
who I picked.
Of,
But
yeah.
I think me and you both picked them last year.
Mhm.
I think that's a bigger possibility than it was
So
last
Super
year.
Bowl one, maybe Super Bowl. You're
50.
101 now. Is
What were you gonna say?
I want to do a second one.
Just cause
Just my
for yourself,
my
or this is like your
just like my second matchup I could have.
that you could
Two
see
different
happening.
teams.
Hey, what the hell? Took three
ahead.
matchups, so why not?
Two different teams,
Go ahead.
excluding the Chiefs, because like I said,
Yes.
it might be New England, Tampa Bay.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Tom tries to beat
could.
Bill. Tom tries to beat Bill, and Cam just fucking throws it
Then we'll
down
know
their
it's
throat.
definitely a soap opera for me.
Yeah, right. It'll be definitely. I could see the NFL
Who
doing
do you
shit
see
like that.
win though?
I think the Pats win.
You would think the Pats win that game?
Tom ain't getting one without Bill.
Okay.
Patriots. I'll put them both down for you. I'll put a little swipe to see
That'll be
Brian's
my-
second, your
yeah,
hot
that'll-
take pick. I'll get Brian's pick for you guys to put on here as well. We didn't get any other questions for the fantasy, but if you guys have anything, and we do have one question, Michael Gallup or Malcolm Brown in the flex position and why? Who you got?
I'm just going with Gallup just because I think it's going to be a very high scoring game,
I could agree with that.
and both teams are going to have to throw the ball around. So I think definitely go with Gallup there.
Yeah, I agree.
I-
Rams Eagles is a pick'em game.
And I don't think Malcolm Brown. He had a good game last week, but who knows?
Fluke.
Sean
I
McVay
think-
likes to switch things up, so
I think Malcolm Brown ran better than Todd Gurley last year.
Yeah, but they have
Alright,
three
so-
backs over there.
It
They
doesn't
have
matter.
Cam
When I saw-
Akers, Malcolm Brown,
Darrell
and
Henderson.
Darrell
And
Henderson.
I just think Malcolm Brown is really. Watching him
He's their
last
guy.
week, I'm like, you know what? He's good. I just don't think he's made a name for himself. He's one of those guys that just goes out there, puts it out on the field, and that's it. Gets it done. He doesn't have to have the big name, the big contract yet, and people are gonna kind of start looking at him, going,
I just think PPR wise, it's like it's going to be a
it's
high scoring
possibility,
game.
Yeah.
It's going to be at least both teams are going to get at least 25, 30 points. Hopefully, that's what we're shooting for. And someone's got to catch the balls.
Right.
So I say go with Gallup.
Cooper's banged up
Banged
too.
up, yep. So I think he'll see the field more as well.
Mhm.
But you guys got anything else? Any fantasy things you want to talk about? If not, we'll wrap it up and wait for tomorrow.
That's all I got.
Got anything?
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it.
Good luck to everybody in
Good
their
luck. Any fantasy questions?
leagues.
We'll answer any questions on our IG all the way up till tomorrow before 1 o'clock before the games. I have a softball game tomorrow morning, but if I'm home, I'll hop on IG Live. Maybe if you're here, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow. We'll answer some questions before the game start.
What time's the game?
What time's what game?
Softball game.
12:15.
Oof.
So, yeah.
Where is it? Down by Linden?
I don't even know. It's in fucking Boonton
Where?
by Morristown.
You better hope you get home in time
Really?
for that
Well-
4:25 game.
The game's 12:15. It's only an hour game.
Mm.
Hopefully, I better be back.
You're leaving. They're
I
gonna
told-
be like, where's
Well,
going?
our game was at 3:15. I
It's the
told
seventh
Ray,
inning and Joey's fucking already on the Parkway.
it's Ray. Our first game, it was supposed to be 3:15. I said, Ray, I'm not coming. I'm not coming to the game. I'm watching the Chiefs game. He's like, bro, don't do that to me. I'm like, you think I'm kidding? But you get that game switched. It's a 12:15 game now, as you could tell.
Is it co-ed league?
Yeah,
league or-
coach.
Oh, it is.
4 girls, 8 guys.
Selena on the team?
No. She told me to never do that again. Never do that again. Anyway, Rye, where can we get you on IG, brother?
Get me on Instagram at Rygriff, RYGRIFF.
It's on the screen for you guys to see. You can follow him at the People's Uncle, even though he doesn't do shit on it.
I look at it.
Oh, he looks at it now.
I look at it because you
He-
made me, but
About fucking time.
You following Rachel Bush yet, there,
Nah,
Joe?
I'll get him on.
Who?
Don't- Oh, exactly.
Rachel Bush.
we'll show you later. Go ahead and go look her up. Jordan Poyer plays for the Bills.
Bills, yeah.
It's his baby mama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Grade A. Anyway, on that note, get with it or get lost, boys. Good luck. Have a great weekend.